Guidance on grids.
Cernmillo.
That is my name, yes. Or at
I,
least,
uh,
how I present myself.
I believe you know what's coming next here.
Anything but unmasking.
All right.
He,
Well, hopefully it won't come to that.
he says, as he unzips, or rather unbuttons, the top portion of his cloak, and with both hands halfway in the air, reveals everything under. You see no weapons, no knives, not even some throwing stars or darts. He has absolutely nothing on him except their leather pants. And obviously the part of the cloak to, not reveal any part of skin. But also, it is quite thin. If there was an object stored under, you'd be very easily able to spot it.
Interesting. But no rings, no amulets.
I have several of those, but all are stored in the chest. I play by the rules when it is expected.
Hey, Melvin, do you see anything magical on Cernmillo?
I don't have detect magic. Do anybody have detect magic?
Nope.
Take magic. And look at Sir Milo.
Do you have detect magic on?
Yes, she'll cast it now.
You don't sense any magic now coming from Sir Milo, Anu, or Cohen. Oh, by the way, Grits, are you taking all of the items to your bag or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Francois.
I'm assuming he wouldn't have any. Out of character, I am not entirely sure if the player had something.
Oh, okay.
Griswold, you know that sweet empty vial you got? You
Yeah.
want to share it with the party or?
Oh yeah. So Fenris had this on her person. And it smells sweet, but I would not taste it because yeah, he'll look at Van.
Can Moen check if it's poison?
Without the liquid itself, not at, this check is impossible.
Okay, but can he sniff it and try to determine what it is?
Do you have 35 points of perception?
35 points? Nope.
And sadly, it's impossible. It would be like trying to tell what kind of specific flower you can smell on a field covered with many various kinds of flowers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
She's down. Kiri will tie her up.
We need to ask her about this vial. She could have used this to poison Van.
yeah, it seems like
Are we sure that Van's guard is really out?
With high enough investigation check, which Griswold performed, he would be able to tell that yes, she is knocked out.
Can we check upstairs?
yeah, we need to look at those bodies and see what's in those chests.
Before you go, says Milo, I've noticed that you finally reverted to some intelligent way of taking this task. What should we, the guests, do? Should we stay here? Should we follow you?
I say let's take him to a room somewhere because this is an awful place. all in one place.
I would
Think-
actually say, for now, have them come with us. I want to be able to do something in case the lights go out, and I'd rather have everyone all close by. So,
Fair enough, I'm not gonna argue with you. We have to go.
field trip. Everyone follow the leader, which is Mulvin, and then me. And if you get out of my sight, you're gonna have to stay after class. Yeah, I like this formation. Gritz will just stay right behind. And then he will whisper to Carrie of the dark test plan.
All right.
I mean, someone could see it coming and just have nerves of steel, but it might reveal something.
There is so much blood.
So there are 4 rooms up here.
What would you like to look at first, Melvin?
I want to look at the bodies, and I want to look at the chest and these notes over here.
Please roll me investigation.
I want to wait for Griswold.
Griswold, do you want to investigate, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
because
right,
Mulvin want to help Griswold.
I guess Carrie and Matt, you keep an eye on them.
Right.
Oh yeah, it is a mess. I guess let's start with the desk. This is Redwood's room. Oh yes, it is. And he got his guys. All right, let's start with the desk.
Get to the door for detect magic. While and keeping an eye on them.
Matt sends a message to Caden via whisper, and he'll say that I'm going to do something in case it goes dark. I don't know if it will work.
What are you going to do?
Zone of truth. I know this is a bit of a long shot, but if the killer is going melee while it's dark, then that should be able to help me see.
It might work.
Alright. Like I mentioned before, if you wish to investigate the room, I would require an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Coming. Oh, no.
Suddenly, everything goes dark. Again.
Oh no!
But then you open your eyes.
I forgot to open my eyes.
You can see a good amount of blood near the head openings of both Mr. Damien and his 2 bodyguards, although they are wearing helmets. They look a bit similar to the ones you've seen before. Aside from that, you don't seem to notice any significant details.
All right, should we open up this chest?
Let me
Unless-
take a look at it real quick.
Alright, please roll me perception.
31.
As you look on the lid of the chest, you don't spot any hidden traps, no wires, no strange discolored tiles. As you look above, you also don't see any mechanical traps set above the chest. There is also no padlock. Appears to be, open take. But with that high perception, you do manage to notice something unusual. The blood puddle on the ground does not match the location of the wounds. While all three corpses have visible wounds on the faces, the blood puddle is more likely coming from the abdomen area or chest areas. The other corpses had no such things.
Mulvin, take a look at this. I would kneel down and, like, start revealing their abdomens and remove their clothing.
Marvin will make a medicine check.
I'll
Please do.
Is it similar to what would have happened to us?
Morven, while the clothes and the armor are definitely intact, you can see slash wounds that were made on all three bodies, and they are deep enough to make you think that those were actually the cause of the deaths. The wounds on the heads were added post-mortem.
Marvin will mention this to the party.
Somebody came in here and stabbed him with a chest. Stabbed or slashed him in the chest.
Can we tell what kind of wound it is? Whether it was made from, like, a claw or a blade?
Or how long it's been?
Morven, you'll be able to tell that it was made by a blade, yet one of most unusual power. As you can tell, the clothes and the armor are still intact. Almost like it would phase through the armor itself.
Grits will take Anu's katana out of his bag of holding and I guess unsheath it and try to examine it and see if it looks like it would be capable of doing something like that.
Please,
Marvin,
roll me. Yes?
I'm just going to say that Marvin will mention that to the party. He will give everyone that detail.
Please, roll me investigation.
I guess I would have heard it from Caden then.
Griswold, you notice that edges of this katana fit almost perfectly with the wounds on the bodies.
This is a precision cutting weapon. And yeah, okay, this is sus. He'll put it away. Well, what now?
Well, Grits, I think I've learned from my mistakes. Could you investigate this chest and see if there are any glyphs on it?
Okay. Kind of just squish on this corpse and, so, if it's glyphs, would that be Arcana?
If it is a spell called Arcane Glyph, it is actually your investigation against the caster's DC. If, however, it is an invisible glyph, as some modules give to piss players off, sadly, you can only search it with, I believe, Detect Magic.
Well, he doesn't have that, so it's just gonna be his...
She's standing at the door. Does she see Did she see anything in the room?
In this room, no.
Okay.
Griswold, you notice no such thing. Looks like it's safe to open.
Caden, I think it's safe to open.
I use
Man.
my short swords to flip it open.
Inside of the chest, you find what appears to be personal belongings of Mr. Damien. There are several rows of books, some spare, very fine clothes. There is a ornate comb, also what appears to be a spare, stitched, or rather trick version of his cane. You know, the one that you can fold in several times. But the last thing is a journal of some sort. There appears to be a... I'm not quite sure how is it called. The memento card you put to remember where you last left.
Yeah. Okay. I would look at Grits and like open it to where we can both see where the last page was.
The entire page has a date that mentions yesterday. And it has only one passage inside. I've sent you in the chat what's written inside.
Go to Grits.
In the chat, like in Discord or
I put it in the chat on
Oh.
Roll20.
oh boom. Glad to notify me that half elf male, barely an adult, spiky chin, deep eyes, brown hair. Does that sound like anybody that we know?
Does that sound like Cohen?
It would, but the hair color differs a bit. Colin's hair is dark, and his ears are unmistakably elven, not half-elven.
Well,
This-
there's this, like,
This
Gritzel
Francois
pointed his...
Kafka?
I mean, Gritzel pointed his hat and, like, take on a more gnomish appearance and then take on a more dwarvish appearance. Hat of disguise is a kind of a thing. Be pretty easy to change his hair color, make him look a little more or less elven.
Carrie, do you see any illusion magic coming off of Cohen?
She looks at Cohen.
The guests do not appear to have aura of any magic on them.
Okay. Well,
If they don't, if it's not on the list, then what's left is most probably the more logical conclusion.
Grits, what's our move here?
Is this Sir Milo?
we check the next room. Was there anything in Merity's room? No, I don't believe so.
Please
They've
roll
been
me.
dead since yesterday, like the cooks and stuff.
Since the party started. How long before that, you're not sure. If you wish to search this room, please roll me investigation.
Alright, yeah. We haven't done it yet, so let's do it.
Alright, Melvin will help.
Shit. Suddenly roll like crap.
Stashed in between the rows of books that most likely were supposed to serve for the guests taking over the room once in a while, you find something quite familiar. It is Hillbender's Book of Curses. What is it doing here?
Damn, too bad Merity's dead.
It also appears to have the memo card inside.
Redwood's memo card?
Do you wish to check where it is placed?
Yes.
The book has descriptions and some images of many strange magical items, some of which you've seen before, but the page it is left on appears to be one very peculiar. It depicts a golden crown with several jewels. You know this crown. You've seen it before. It is the crown of Revelsal. Out of character, if you don't remember, this is what caused the dragon's
Yeah.
alignment to flip in one of the first sessions.
And then we took it to somebody, right, to try and get it destroyed.
Hillbender.
Yeah, Hellbender.
Bookmark.
Jim, do we see the crown on any of the leftovers?
Nope.
Even on Mr. Hillbender, if it's under the headband?
Nope. I'm not sure how to fit a crown under a headband.
Mr. Hillbender,
Yeah. You have more. Do you have more booze?
if you answer this question,
I'm all ears, boy.
well, questions. Let me preface that.
You drive a hard deal.
Do you remember that crown we helped you find? The crown of reversal?
Aye, I do, lad. I do.
What was the last thing you did with that item?
I have given it to Siren, as she was supposed to destroy it for me. She knows how to. She usually just needs some time to do it. Sadly, I am afraid that I'll have to look for a different trading companion.
Matt would go to Cermelo's side and request the robe to at least show his hair.
I didn't understand what you're asking him for.
I want him to bring down the robe to at least show his hair and see if he's wearing the crown.
Instead, he flattens his cowl so much that you can almost see the outline of his scalp.
And no crown.
No crown.
Uh, do we remember? Do we remember if the crown becomes invisible?
I don't think so.
No, we saw it on the dragon.
Yeah.
When it was on the dragon, it was always visible, right?
Yes.
Grits, does he have it on him?
Do we see any of at least on the dead bodies, do we see anyone wearing a crown?
Nope.
No.
Let's see. This is Van and
Since
Fenry's room. We haven't investigated this spot either, nor have we investigated Merity's corpse.
Griswold, Murdy was hiding inside his room, right? But see, this chest here leads to a secret passageway for him to squeeze through. So he thinks to protect himself, he can use this secret passage to sneak into Van room to hide. But it didn't work. So the killer already knew about that and already knew where Murdy was.
Check his body. See if there's anything there.
Is Griswold going to perform a investigation?
Yeah.
Then
Well, would
Marvin
it-
will help.
The only objects of worth that you find on Merity's body are two things. First of all, is an empty vial, quite similar to the one you've seen before, and aside from that, a pouch with 100 platinum pieces. That's 1,000 gold.
And
Why would he carry so much money on him to this party?
he...
Griswold, would you like to open that chest?
That's an idea.
I guess I should check it first. Does it appear glyphed or trapped?
It looks perfectly safe.
Let's open it.
As you open the big-sized chest, you notice that it is in fact not a chest, but an ornate drawer for perfumes. Inside you find all kinds of bottles with strange and exotic labels, among which one spot remains empty.
Fritz, are these potions?
Some of them could be. Some of them are definitely perfumes. I don't really know what to make of this.
Does it say which bottle is missing? Is there a label under the empty spot?
Yes,
What does it say?
it says Cherry Punch. Whatever that name means. Most likely just some regular perfume name for the Pampus Pricks. Mulvan, you do recall the fruity smell coming from that little vial.
Marvin will mention that to the party.
So these potions are familiar. It seems that it's Van's guard, a little stash.
Does
She...
Yeah, these
She had an
belong
empty
to
vial.
her.
Does Murdy's vial and the Vance Guard's vial smell the same?
They look identical, yet the one on Fenris was much more strong when it comes to smell. You can roll me straight intelligence check.
Alright. Let's try it.
All of us?
Those of you who'd like to know more.
This is fun.
Caden, You have a strange sensation that